Good morning, guys. Old Lou sitting here in the aftermath of the joint Colorado Flat Fender Club and Military Vehicle Collectors of Colorado winter barbecue at my shop. So just sitting here putting down a little bit of Joe. And went out to breakfast this morning, as we always do on Sunday morning, and then came over to the shop to do the final cleanup. We got most stuff cleaned up yesterday, but needed to empty trash barrels and put some bigger items away, tuck the barbecue back in the corner, a few things like that. But wasn't too bad. Everybody did a nice job of cleaning up after themselves. It was cool. But that's the way flat fender folks are. They're good people. So just wanted to remind everybody that there were 2 lawn chairs left here. So if those are yours, I stashed them over in the corner. Yeah, they're tucked back in there. There's the GPW. I used it to pull the weapons carrier in a couple more feet because yesterday it was real tight for people to walk behind it. So I had the GPW hooked to it, and in 2-wheel drive the GPW would just spin a tire. I could rock the weapons carrier, but I couldn't make it roll forward. So then I had to stick the GPW in 4-wheel drive, and then it pulled it forward just fine. 4-wheel drive, low range, just walked it right in. But at 5,200 pounds, that weapons carrier is a heavy pig. So, but hey, I wanted to thank everybody for coming to the barbecue. It was a really good time. I really enjoyed myself. I talked my head off. I couldn't believe how much I was talking. I never sat down the whole time. I went from about 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. Didn't sit down once. Hardly ate anything. I was just yak, 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 yak. But boy, that was fun. Listened to some good stories, learned some stuff, and just really enjoyed meeting some old Jeep friends and making some new ones. So, and then I want to give a very extra special shout out to Fred Caldwell. He's a guru of a whole order of magnitude higher than the average guy. Just an amazing individual. Fred's the guy that he's published a couple of Jeep books, and if you don't have them, you need to Google them on the internet. The super interesting one that I really like is the pre-production civilian Jeep. Boy, you can learn a lot about these old Willies by reading that book. And then he did one on the advertising, and I just love those Sessions watercolors. Those are cool. Matter of fact, at one point in time, when I wasn't leasing out space in my shop, I got that big end wall that's all drywalled. So it's 50 foot by 25 feet tall. So my oldest boy is a really amazing artist, and I was going to have him copy the Sessions watercolor of the Jeep as a bat out of hell. That one on that wall. I thought that would be so cool. But, greed kicked in and I rented out that pay. So, but, you got to pay for Jeep parts somehow. So anyway, Fred saw that I was missing the cross member underneath the weapons carrier that gives support to that big vertical tire bracket that blocks the driver's entrance. You know, those weapons carriers had that big spare tire right there, which you'd think you wouldn't want, but if somebody's shooting at you, those heavy combat rims and tires on a weapons carrier would be mighty nice to have between you and the the bullet coming at you. So, but anyway, he brought me that cross member. He had one sitting at his place. It's in great shape. So thanks very much, Fred. Plus, he brought me a number of photographs for some of the things I was questioning and wondering about, and some really close-in detailed photographs that answered my questions. So, but that's what this community is all about. Guys just come out of the woodwork and help you without you asking or whatever. It's amazing. So just really, really good people. So thanks a ton, Fred. I really appreciate it. And then my buddy Frank Scholler, he brought me a couple technical manuals for the weapons carrier. And they're on long-term loan. So that's really cool. And those are going to be very helpful in getting that thing up and running. But anyway, I'm blathering on. So I just really wanted to thank everybody. I had a wonderful time, and I wished I could have talked to everybody even more, even though when I went home I was dog-tired just from talking. So hey, you guys all take care, and we'll see you on the next trail ride. Thanks.